over there and you're talking to these people and seeing it firsthand, what is the one thing that you want to take back here and tell people, after, especially most recently seeing almost 2 years in and they're still living in pretty dire circumstances?
Well, I think the most important message is rather than trying it's hard to say this, but the most important message is not necessarily what's happening to Ukrainian people. It's what's going to happen when you ask about coming back here. The most important message is what's going to happen, the impact on the United States if Ukraine doesn't defeat Russia. And the impact on the United States is going to become significant. If, Putin just said again the other day, which he said many times, but he said, we're not fighting Ukraine, we're fighting the West. And so his intention is, of course, to defeat Ukraine, but it's also to defeat democracy and try to destroy America if he could. So we will end up fighting this war ourselves in a different way on probably different territory, possibly. But it will come to NATO. And anybody who says that we can exit NATO has not thought this through, because if we exit NATO, we will have no friends and no allies left in the world for the next time that we are in some kind of a conflict. And thinking that we won't be in a conflict with Iran, North Korea, China, Russia, is just that's just not recognizing the reality. So the message here is the fact that this war is going to come to us if Ukraine loses. And the other message is that, you hear this narrative is that we've spent billions of dollars in Ukraine, but we haven't spent all that money in Ukraine. If you go to Blinken's press, I think it was the 20th of December, just, like a month ago, less than a month ago, he pointed out that 90% of the military assistance that we provided, that money is spent in the United States, and it's spent across American Enterprise Institute. Did a really detailed analysis of it. It's spent across 31 states and 71 cities, and that's supporting American jobs. It's also eliminating a stockpile of very old weapons, which have a high rate of failure in Ukraine in the field, and it is also giving us an opportunity to replace old weapon systems with improved weapon systems. So I think the American people have not heard all of the narratives that are the most important.